interested in what you have to say about that.
Well, very briefly, because I want to let my colleagues talk after this. You know, of course it's on college campuses. College campuses are not a bubble. They're not an alternate universe. It's not like the Matrix where you go to college and you've left reality. It's the real world. People bring their hometowns with them, and then they create cultures that often reproduce some things that are not necessarily even in their hometowns. They can make things worse or better here, but the real world is here. So you see things on campuses like unintentional, seemingly neutral ghetto parties or gangster parties or pimp and hoe parties where people dress up, whites dress up in huge afros, or Mexican sombrero parties, you know, where they're just, you know, using gross racial and ethnic stereotypes to play with and expand their own sense of identity and possibility at the expense of people of color who generally occupy a very small percentage of these campuses, more often than not come from communities where a few people go to college, you know, in general, and who feel either threatened or at least not understood. And so it has a magnified effect when a small community like a college can help sort of propel these sometimes unthoughtful but always problematic sort of entertainment types of behaviors. And then you have classroom situations where you'll be in a seminar. I've taught classes where you'll be one black kid or one Latina, you know, and the issue of race comes up, and there they are. You know, of course, I've had that experience. I'm sure many people have had it in these circles, and figuring out, well, how do we create an environment in which we're honest about what's happening and help everyone feel empowered, but not at the expense of anyone, where we have to stay on the same team, but that's going to take some work. And often, you know, that's what I find, that it takes real meaningful work and conversation and being just uncomfortable a little bit to get to a better place. But campuses are no better than other places. The only advantage we have is that teachers are here on a regular basis, and part of our job is to enhance and develop and transform the conversation. And in the everyday world, we just don't have that luxury. So hopefully we can be a real contributor.
Exactly. If we could